Hey everybody, it's April, and today I want to talk about what you can do to make your practice better, when you're practicing, what you need to do. Okay, you'll see. I'll start talking about it in a minute. I'm going to start on hands and then switch around. You can start however you like. If you're starting on hands, you're in table. Pull your shoulders down your back, then lift your upper back, lift your chest, pull in your belly, come up on your toes, shift your weight forward slightly. The timer has begun. And then do all of that again, just to make sure you stay energized and everything's engaged. So we're pressing into the floor again, pulling in your belly, tightening up your glutes, even pressing your heels back. So you want that nice long line. Remember, you're trying to be a plank and you want everything engaged. So I am constantly going back to thinking about pulling in my navel especially. I even read a description the other day, we're at 32 seconds, where it was talking about how you should feel like somebody has punched you in the stomach. That's how much you're pulling your belly in. So if you're just kind of hanging out, you're not really doing a plank if you're just hanging out. You're not going to see the benefits of it. That would be B, I guess. And C, you're kind of cheating yourself. It's like, why even bother? Oh, and you could, if you're just hanging out and letting your hips drop, you could cause pressure in your lower back. We're at a minute, and that wouldn't be good. So make sure you're engaged, and if you need to drop to your knees at any time, do that. It's better to have a nice, strong plank and with good form than to hold it longer with bad form. So I posted today about handstands. I posted about one of the things, or three things you need to nail your handstand, and they all involve practice. One was persistent practice. And I'm not kidding when I say that, but that's true with anything, 130. Anything that you want to do well or better, then you need to practice consistently and persistently. You need to be persistent about doing it. When I first started working on handstands, I actually practiced a couple times a day just because I wanted to get better. I wanted to see my progress. So I was very consistent about it. And I was very persistent. So in some ways, 2 minutes, I'm going to switch to side plank. In some ways, those are synonymous and, can be, you can say, they're almost the same thing, but they need to go hand in hand. So anything you decide you're going to work on, whether it's working on your planks or practicing yoga more, handstands, whatever you're working on, you need to be consistent about it and then be persistent. Like make yourself do it even when you don't feel like it. We're at 2:30, but I'm gonna hold for a minute and then I'll switch sides. And then that also involves determination. So you need to be determined with your practice. So you need to be determined that you're going to practice on a schedule. Maybe it's every day or twice a day or at least every other day. And then you're going to be determined to make it better. So like with plank, you're going to be determined to start holding longer. 3 minutes. I'm going to switch sides. Woo-wee. I started getting a little shaky there. But determination is a big factor in how you get better at anything, really. You have to be determined to keep doing it, to be persistent, to be consistent. And it's that determination that's really going to help with those two factors as well. So you can't just say, I'm going to practice and it be kind of half-assed, 3:30, which I suppose that's still better than not doing it at all, but it's not going to get you the results that you want. And I would just assume your result is that you're wanting is to be stronger, maybe to be more toned, maybe you're trying to lose weight, or maybe like with me with my handstands, you're just trying to accomplish something that you've been working really hard on 4 minutes. And the only way you're going to get better at it is by practicing. I got a little out of breath doing 2 side planks for a minute. But I was determined to hold, and so I did it. And, again, the only way I was able to work up to 5 minutes with my planking is by being consistent, persistent, determined. I was just telling somebody yesterday my story of how I got to 2.5 minutes. We're at 4:30 right now. And I remember I hit a wall And I was like, this makes me mad. I don't even know why I'm planking. Who cares if I plank any longer? But once I got past 2:30, I was okay. I was pretty determined to get past that, and I did. So, if you're hitting a wall with something, then you need to find a way to get past it. And part of that is with determination. That's one of the ways you're going to do it. And we're at 5 minutes. By being consistent, persistent, determined, all those things, they all go together. That's how you're going to accomplish your goals, whatever your goal is. Okay, we're coming up on, we're at 5:15. Yay. Like I said, my arms are a little shaky, but so what? I'm so much stronger since I started planking, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. Oh, I need to turn off my stopwatch. Okay, all right, have a good day, but be sure to be persistent, consistent, and determined, and you'll do it. See ya.